Elon Musk to reboot Vine? Hey guys, today we're going to talk about how Elon Musk wants to reboot Vine. Let's get right into it. Elon Musk recently took to his newly acquired platform Twitter and asked his followers if he should bring back Vine. After nearly 500,000 votes, the majority of users, nearly 70%, voted yes. But what exactly is Vine? And what does its return mean for other long-dead social media platforms? So, what exactly is Vine? Take yourself back to the early 2010s. Consider TikTok in its early days, with a dash of boomerang thrown in for good measure. Vine's format can be found somewhere in the middle. Vine was a short-form video platform that hosted 6-second clips on loop that was developed independently but bought and launched by Twitter in 2013, before a large portion of the TikTok generation was even born. Despite having 200 million users in its relatively short lifespan, the parent platform terminated the app in 2016. While no reason was given for Vine's abrupt shutdown, Twitter cut 9% of its workforce on the same day the axing was announced. Now, just days after firing the entire Twitter board, Musk appears to be interested in resurrecting Vine. So, why does Elon Musk want to bring back Vine? Though Musk has yet to confirm anything, the answer appears to be fairly obvious. It continues a trend we've seen across the original social media platforms. Simply put, they're all attempting to replicate the TikTok algorithm. When Instagram tried to prioritize video content over photos in July, the changes sparked a massive backlash, prompting the platform to abandon the tests. Yael Bartour, social media consultant, told Euronews Next when the TikTok-esque changes first became apparent, "This is not the first time large companies have made changes that have angered many users." He then added, "Meta isn't only thinking of its legacy users, but also of new users and younger ones coming in." He then said, "Gen Z may have a different palette and are probably more accustomed to video content and suggested users, and for them this change won't be as jarring." The other social giants have sat back and watched TikTok's meteoric rise since its inception in 2016, conveniently launched just as Vine bid the internet farewell, but especially in the last couple of years. TikTok will be the most popular social media platform in 2020 with 2 billion downloads worldwide, 10 times Vine's peak. Now, Meta, Twitter, and others are scrambling to compete with TikTok's fast-moving, ever-changing, seemingly untouchable empire. The relaunch of an already well-known short-form video app appears to Musk to be the logical next step if he wants to keep his users happy and make his $44 billion acquisition pay off. So, if Vine comes back, will others too? Stranger events have occurred. Even the iconic Bebo was resurrected last year after going bankrupt in 2013. However, unless modern platforms can be monetized, they have little chance in today's increasingly competitive world of social media. Musk took over Twitter less than a week ago and has already announced that the company will begin charging users for blue ticks. In his initial pitches for the platform, he stated that advertising would contribute less than 50% of revenue under his ownership, as opposed to the current 90%. So if Vine returns, will other platforms follow suit? Consider MSN Messenger and MySpace and ask yourself, where are the opportunities for monetization? These were private platforms for conversation and friendship. That was also the sentiment behind Instagram's early success. Bartour, the social media consultant, said, "One of the things that helped propel Instagram's growth is not just the visual aspect, but the fact that there was always something more intimate about the platform. The Instagram of 12 years ago has gone through many changes and developments to become the app we know today, including being purchased by Meta in 2012. In the decade since, Bartour explains that, on the whole, the feed now discourages sharing. Instagram did not enter the world fully prepared to host functions such as ads, shopping, or paid-for partnerships. It was simply adaptable. Meanwhile, Nico Benatzas, an investor at General Catalyst, who has backed social app makers like Snap, Discord, and Yik Yak, said, "Instagram is vulnerable now, so any new approach has better chances of working than before. But if it's the exact same product, it's tricky to believe that it's going to go as well. There is definitely public support for a Vine reboot." If Twitter resurrects Vine, nostalgic users will undoubtedly return. However, an app's sentimentality does not guarantee that it will become useful overnight. According to Bonastas, the majority of Vine's original fans are no longer in their adolescent or college years, when they had plenty of free time to spend on social media, but are now full-time working adults, possibly with a family. Vine is no longer a fond memory for today's time-pressed teenagers, which would naturally drive them to use it. Bonastas said, "To bring back the app is not that hard. To make it culturally relevant again is the hardest thing. Bringing it back may be difficult as well. There's a lot of technical debt due to an untouched codebase that would have to be worked through by a smaller army of Twitter engineers. While Musk has asked employees to begin reviewing existing code, Sarah Bakepour, who worked on Vine at Twitter and let it shut down, believes it would be better if the company started from scratch. Bakepour said in a tweet, "This code is 6+ years old. Some of it's 10+. You don't want to look there. If you want to revive Vine, you should start over." That's all for today, and we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.